Hey, Shalom is with Shalom. First and foremost, I'm with all praise, glory, highs and thanks unto Abanawa Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham, Harakakadash, double also else post that you must taught me truth. Peace I taste select out there. Khan. This is Brother Gabar from Grammars in Germany camp come back at you for a new lesson, okay? In today's lesson, we're going to the topic, as you can read already from the title, that you should never trust your enemy, okay? I made a lesson about this topic before, but recently something happened that just reminded me really of the fact that we can trust nobody but our own, okay? We can only trust the brothers in this truth, okay? You can only trust the people who are the true servants of the Heavenly Father, okay? But let me look something up real quick. Because as it says in the book of Sirach chapter 12, sign verse 10, never trust an enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, you see? And iron rusteth continually. If it start rusting once, it start rusting, okay? It never stops. Even when you scrub it away, it comes back, okay? Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed. So even though he makes himself small, it might not seem like a wicked one. Take good heed and be aware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, so made it clean, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So look at him truthfully, look at him clearly, and see that his rust is still there. It's not gone, okay? Because it goes further into the point, okay, like in verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, you see, taking your spot. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, you see. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith, you see. And I had a situation like the past, week that just ended, where I basically helped the Edomite, helped him out, watched out for him. And then, by the Heavenly Father's will, came a situation where basically he had to look out for me. But what did he do? No, instead of looking out for me, man, he took advantage of the situation, okay? Tried to fuck me up. And right when I, saw the situation, I was like, damn. It's like really the Heavenly Father showing me, man, that Esau and also these other, wicked, all these other wicked nations are not to be trusted, okay? When they say, man, I love you, man, be damn sure that they hate you. When they tell you they got your back, man, hell no. Okay? You can't trust these dudes. And of course, we're in this captivity. Of course, we gotta, be in some shape or form with them in a companionship, okay? But we don't do too much, okay? We just do what we need to do, okay? The bare minimum. Because we have seen in the past, okay, what always got us fucked up? Intermingling with these heathen nations, being too close with these heathens, is what always got us fucked up. Okay, is what always messed us up. Okay, that's what always got us fucked up. Being too close with these heathen, and we gotta learn from that. Okay, like it says when we jump down to verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. You see, blood won't be enough for him. He wants to see us utterly gone. He wants to fuck us up. He wants to really cook us, okay? Fuck us over in ways you can't even imagine. So we gotta stay, sober and vigilant. Because like it says, your adversary, the devil, is out there and looking who he might devour. Okay? So trust in the Heavenly Father. Don't trust in Esau. Don't fall for his traps. Don't fall for his lies. Okay? Because he's a cunning hunter. Okay? He will cast us down. And when you're cast down, like it says in Sirach chapter 13, verse 1, he that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith. You see? When we go into the etymology of the word pitch, it says thick, tenacious, resinous substance obtained, you see, from tar or turpentine, wood tar, so a sticky substance. And he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. You see, when you're with the proud, you're going to be like him. What they say, birds of the same feather flock together. Okay? People will see you as dead, as what you hang with. So don't get too close to Esau. Okay? That's the book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 24, and it says, he that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. You see? And the number 7 does mean what? Completion, okay? And the word heart, goes back to the Hebrew word lab, which means mind, you see? So there's completely abominable things in his mind. How he can throw you down, how he can destroy you, how he can kill you. Okay, and this is what Esau has been doing. It's been trying to achieve. Been trying to fuck us up. So don't fall for it, okay? Don't fall for his lies. Don't fall for his deceit. Okay? What you should do instead is like it says in the book of Psalm chapter 1 verse 1. Okay, the first psalm. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. You see? So keeps his distance from them. Doesn't have more counsel, doesn't have more so-called to do with them than necessary. Nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. You see? So he who surrounds himself with the sinner, with the wicked, gonna reap the same as they're gonna reap. Because if you sit with them, if you have companionship with them, if they are so-called friends, as I just said, birds of a feather flock together. You will be counted as one, okay? But if you keep the Lord's and His commandments, if you keep a distance to them, seek the brotherhood, okay? Seek believers who truthfully trust and keep the Lord's and His commandments of the Heavenly Father, then you will be blessed, okay? And like, what does the scriptures also tell us? What should we do with the ungodly? 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14 says what? Can. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? You see? And like let's read in the NLT, it says on the right side, don't team up with those who are unbelievers. How can righteousness be a partner with wickedness? How can light live with darkness? They can't, okay? Because they're polar opposites. Because if the world truthfully is righteous, there won't be wickedness. And if the world be truthfully wicked, there won't be righteousness. And same with light and darkness. Okay, what is darkness? The void of light. As soon as light is there, the darkness is going to disappear. Okay? So what should we do? Keep our distance to them. And Proverbs chapter 29 verse 24 says what? Whosoever is partnered with a thief hateth his own soul, and heareth cursing, and bewrayeth not. You see? Let's read in NLT on the right side. If you assist a thief, you only hurt yourself. You are sworn to tell the truth, but you dare not testify. You see? And that's the thing. And who's the biggest thief on the planet? Esau Edom. He's the biggest murderer, killer, rapist, thief, everything. Everything bad. This is what Esau is, man. So why would we be, together with him? If we know these two things. James chapter 4 verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh. Okay, and whose world is that? Job chapter 9 verse 24 tells us clearly. The world's given to the hand of the wicked. So this world is Esau Edom's world. So if we truthfully friends with Esau Edom, we are against the Heavenly Father. Because what has the world to do with the Heavenly Father? Nothing. They do everything but serving the Heavenly Father. We in the revitalized Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? But with Sodom and Gomorrah was what? Took time till it got destroyed. The same with this place. But we're right at the end. This place is about to go. Okay? It's about to be gone. It's about to say bye-bye. Have a great time. Okay? It will be forgotten forever. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Yeah. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna remember that shit. Ain't nobody gonna miss that shit. This place gotta go. It's overdue, man. It's over goddamn due. Can't. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. And it says, be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. You see? On the right side, LT says, what? Don't be fooled by those who say such things, for bad company corrupts good character. You see? Sooner or later, the bad company, the bad surroundings that you have will corrupt you, will see you, will drag you down. Okay? That's why you always see, for example, in school, the teacher doesn't let the good students get too much involved with the bad students. Of course, he tries, that the bad student get influenced by the good student, but what happens more often than not? The bad students corrupt the good students, and that's when they pull them away. Or if they don't realize it, man, they lose a good student. That's why often you have to split after a certain class. Okay, where you say, hey, the bad ones stay there in one class and the good ones go in the other class. So they won't interfere with each other. So the bad ones won't corrupt the good ones. Okay? And it's the same with us. That's why we gotta stay away from Esau Edom as far as possible in this world. Okay, and when I say Esau Edom, I mean all their companions. Moab, Ammon, Elam, Amalek, that's their chief tribe. Ishmael. Okay, and so far. Moab, Ammon, I think I even said that already. Gotta, stay away from them. Social distancing really from them. Because they are everything but good unto us. They drag us down. They bring us death. Destruction. Okay? But if we surround ourselves with men of the Lord, with people who truthfully follow, and make themselves servants unto the Heavenly Father, then we will earn life, okay? We won't be corrupted for wickedness. We basically get made whole for righteousness. You see? And that's the whole point. You know, I just wanted to talk about this quick point again because I just had the situation, man, this past week, as I said. Okay. Yeah, let's read these two scriptures. That's the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 20, and it says, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but the companion of fools shall be destroyed." You see, if you walk with the wise, you get wise. If you walk with the fool, you get destroyed, because the fool is not thinking about the Heavenly Father and His laws, statutes, commandments. He's not thinking about how to please the Heavenly Father. He's not thinking about how can I be a better servant for the Heavenly Father. He's only worried about his own will, his own gain, and his own lusts. Can't. That's the book of Sirach, chapter 6, number 16. "A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him." You see, a faithful friend is the medicine of life, because a faithful friend drags you off the mud, prevents you from going the broad way that leads into destruction. No, he's keeping you away from that. He's warning you. Okay. "Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also." You see? So we have a direct influence on each other, because you'll be so much together with the Akim. You'll be so much together with brothers. We have an influence on each other. So we got to check ourselves, check the brothers, to keep walking on a straight path. That we not end up like Esau Edom ends up. That we keep each other from doing wickedness. So that we lead each other on the narrow path, okay? The straight and narrow path, okay? Which leads unto salvation, where not everybody can tread on, okay? Which also sometimes gets rocky and, gets steep and down, up and down, man. On that track, even though it's hard, we gotta stay and remind each other to stay on that. Can't. Hey, but this is all I got. All says was edifying. I want to give once again all praise, glory, highs, and thanks unto Abinawa Yahweh, Basham, El Shai, Basham, Harukakadash. Dr. Also, Els, Apostle Jimas taught me his truth. Peace, I taste select out there. This was Brother Gabar. Till next time, Shalom.